vanity height is that if it's there, it's got to be functional. And if vanity height provides amenity within it that is very useful and gives the premium to the property, then I think it would be a good candidate to be included in the overall height of the property.
Well, architects have been trying to defy gravity since Stonehenge, so I'm certainly not opposed to the idea of vanity height and putting things that aren't occupied above the highest level because it's exuberant, it's optimistic. However, there is a point of diminishing returns, right? As your spaces start to cost you, over $10,000 a square foot, and the rent that they will kind of provide in terms of return has a payback of 1,000 years. It's a wonderful thing to do from a human endeavor point of view, but there's going to be, I think, a limit of how tall you can go.
I think those different categories that exist are all valid because people are curious. Tall buildings that have a very curious and devoted public that wants to measure every inch. So I think it's still valid to keep a track of all those different heights. For me personally, I like the highest occupiable floor as the winner of all the categories.
I think buildings imply that there's some function associated with it. The last occupied floor of Willis Tower is only about, I think, 30 meters short of the spire on the Petronas Tower and probably 250 feet above the last occupied floor in Petronas Towers. I'm kind of for a more conservative interpretation of building height, which is the last functional floor.
You may know that I launched a couple of years ago a campaign that was not entirely serious, but it was called Kill the Skyscraper. And basically what the implication is that I don't think that skyscrapers are about height, but they really are and will increasingly be about what they do for the city. I think vanity height is kind of really a completely gratuitous and unnecessary direction, and I hope it ends very quickly.